Hey guys, welcome to Closing the Deal.
So,
Today we are starting a mini series on Instagram. So we're gonna start with hashtags.
hashtag blessed, y'all. So let's start by getting into the nitty-gritty of what hashtags actually are. Some of us know, some of us don't, so let's explain it. So hashtags are using the pound sign. Yes, I did know that's the verbiage for it at one point in time. So using
Back
that
in the day.
right? To get into the apartments and anyways. So using that before a word creates you're allowing the social platform that you're on to index it as a searchable item. So if I'm putting hashtag summer, anything I post with that word and the pound sign means that anyone can search that and find me. So it's literally just an index to create searchability on whatever social platform that you're on.
All right, so now that you guys know what hashtags are, let's talk about how you can use them. So the first thing that we have is when you're building out content, use those hashtags that are gonna be associated with you as a realtor, whatever's in your industry. I mean, this kind of works for everybody, obviously. But as real estate, you want to be associated with as many terms as you possibly can. So think about really common terms in real estate. Let's think like hashtag realtor, hashtag NM real estate,
Yeah.
ABQ real estate. I mean, you could just use ABQ. I mean, you want to be associated with as many things that people might be searching as possible. So we were talking about it, and you think about it when you're searching something, you search all kinds of weird things that might sort of have to do with it. So like hashtag just listed, things like that, NM listings, whatever it might be, just make sure it has to do with the industry. That way, when people are searching these terms, you're connected to it more than anybody else because you're consistently using these hashtags.
Yes. So along the same lines, let's talk about building your own SEO through it. So the very, very basic generics, you can do Carissa Tom real estate. So you're branding yourself, like if anyone searches you or your name or anything associated with, they'll see those hashtags and you're gonna come up. So it's a great way to build your own SEO, but also along with that, it's also a way to build a community.
Absolutely.
So like say you wanna brand yourself as the mid-century modern expert in Albuquerque, because a lot of people search those kind of specific things like, wow, this is gonna sound weird, but like white houses. No, I'm not talking about DC, but like maybe somebody has an interest of that aesthetic, right? So if you're saying like mid-century modern in Albuquerque, and you consistently have that hashtag on anything related to that, and you're consistently posting it under your platform, you're also branding yourself as the expert in that community. So there are people that are specifically drawn to that kind of style. And so then you also look like you know what you're talking about. So if they're moving out of state into Albuquerque, you're the person they're gonna contact.
Yeah, you're gonna be tied to it. You must be the mid-century modern expert. Why would they go to anybody else?
Yeah.
All right, guys. The next thing that we have is sort of similar to what I was already talking about of figuring out what hashtags to use. But this one has to do more with the content that you're actually posting. So make sure and use hashtags that have to do with what you're actually posting about.
Yeah.
As Carissa's example for me was hashtag breakfast. Somebody's hungry.
Hash browns with green chili. Please bring me some.
Send a help.
Yes.
But using things like that. So if you are at a breakfast meeting with, another client and you want to document, like had another productive meeting, hashtag breakfast or whatever it might be. I mean, you have to get a little bit creative with it, but just think about what you're doing, hashtag open house, hashtag just listed, just sold, whatever it might be, have it be directly related to the content that you're putting out.
Yeah, like if you go to our United team, you can do hashtag soccer game or hashtag football game. We're going to do them both here in Albuquerque.
That's true. We're not sure.
So, but that can be an example to use for the content directly related to what you're posting. So another way to use hashtags are when you're really trying to emphasize something or you want to highlight something very specific. So like say within your context of the post, if you're saying, and I hope this encourages you, like if you really want encourage to be the word that kind of stands out or is highlighted in that specific caption that you're writing, put the hashtag before that word.
Yeah.
So whatever, you can also use it in that way, and it the nice thing about it, similar to emojis like we've talked about in the past, is it kind of draws people's eyes to it because it turns, I believe it turns blue on Instagram first and foremost, so it looks a little bit different than just your normal text. And you see, like, your eyes will automatically be drawn to something that's different than just normal text. That's another way that you can use hashtags. You ready for it? I'm cutting off Kristina.
No!
Are you ready?
All right, guys, we have some insider tricks. We both have a little bit of a hack for you guys as far as, finagling the hashtag game. So what I have for you guys is, I talked about all these hashtags you're supposed to include in your content, but how do you know what to use? What the heck are people even searching? So what you can actually go to is best-hashtags.com. You can just Google it and it's probably one of the top searches on there. But what's really nice about it is it gives you a search bar. It's very simple. You give a search bar and you say real estate. And you search that and it gives you all the top hashtags that people use and see and search and all these things. So you get the batch of the most used and then you get a batch of the second most used. Now, part of my trick, tip, hack thing for you is, this is what I actually learned and it's been working pretty well, is you want to incorporate some of those top ones because those are obviously the most top searched.
Yeah.
But because some of those are so highly saturated that people just aren't going to see you because there's literally like 4 million people using hashtag realtor, you want to move on to the second batch of the second most used because those are still very heavily used.
Yeah.
But because there's less people using them, you're more likely to be seen. And that's what this whole game is about.
Dang. Woo. Hot stuff. Well, mine's not as fun as hers, but it is a good reminder because you might have this happen to you, because I have in the past, where it won't let you post a comment or it won't let you do something because it's actually, Instagram will stop you at 30 hashtags. So if you have hashtags within your caption and then you also put a comment with more relatable hashtags, if you've got too much, you cannot post it.
It'll
and
stop
Instagram
you.
will be like, heck to the no.
Yep.
So be cognizant that you only have 30 relatable hashtags to use.
And really, you don't need more than that. If you're using 30 and you're using all 30, you've done what you can do.
Yes.
30 is enough.
And I would also, another little hack is put it in the comments rather than actually in your caption, because it can look a little bit more spammy in your caption. So make sure just to have it on your first comment with everything related to that post.
Yep.
And that's what we got for you on the hashtag Graham First Insight.
How many times can I do that in one video? I'm annoying myself.
No.
I'm sorry.
But we just want to let you guys know we are with Stuart Title in the marketing department.
We are.
If you wanted to have a one-on-one consultation with us,
what we're here
that's
for.
what we do. That's our job. We'd be happy to sit down with you one-on-one.
Absolutely.
Make sure to message us on whatever platform you're on. We'll get back to you guys. But we hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next time.
See ya. Woo.
We're way too excited. I'm sorry y'all didn't see this.
It's fine. You guys are fine. Get
guys
it
are
together.
fine.
Work it off. Rub some dirt on it.